guys, it's Ashler Optic MiDNiTE. Today I'm bringing you guys another Q&A vlog. I didn't do one of these last week because I didn't. So the last one I did was actually a rapid fire Q&A video where you guys asked me like, I think I answered like 20 questions in the last episode, so I'll put that in the description in case you didn't see it. But this week's Q&A, I got a lot of questions off Twitter. I suggested that you guys ask me questions on the last video, but not that many people did, or they just weren't like interesting or good questions. In my opinion, don't feel bad if you asked a question and I didn't answer it, I'm sorry. But I asked questions on Twitter. You guys sent me some over. I was trying to kind of have like a themed episode this week where I answered like questions about life in general or gave any kind of advice that you might need, but I just still got asked this, like literally the same questions. The series is getting harder and harder to do just because of the repeat questions or just uninteresting questions, but I'm trying my best. I think I got some good questions here today. So for next episode, ask questions down in the comment section below. You might be featured in the video, or use hashtag AskMiDNiTE on Twitter. That's where I get a lot of these questions. So I know this intro's getting long. I just wanted to explain a couple things, but let's get into the questions. Bang. Emily wants to know, if your life was a movie, what would be the title? I think the obvious answer here is Threat Level MiDNiTE. Aqua Barbie X, do you think that sniping is going to get worse or better in Advanced Warfare? By the way, you're awesome and I love you. You're awesome and I love you too. And as far as the sniping goes in Advanced Warfare, I'm hoping you're like asking from the multiplayer perspective. I have no idea. I don't like to speculate too much on the next Call of Duty until like August-ish when they actually start releasing things about the multiplayer, because otherwise you're just kind of freaking out for no reason. As far as like what to expect from the sniping, I have no idea. I have no idea if they're gonna try to, you know, make it have a learning curve, make it easy, kind of like Infinity War does, or what they're gonna do with it. But either way, I'm excited to check it out and see what becomes of the sniper rifle from Sledgehammer. MiDNiTE asks, what advice would you give to your young subscribers about their future career paths? Would you encourage college, or is YouTube a good idea? I thought this was actually a really good question, so thank you so much for asking it. To encourage somebody to do YouTube in the hopes of that being their career path or their living is really difficult to do, because there's a lot of variables that go into being successful on YouTube, and some of the variables are luck. I think that me and my situation, how I ended up where I am obviously, was a combination of like hard work and a little bit of luck and being in the right place at the right time. So it's kind of that, I mean, that's kind of like when you see people moving to Hollywood to pursue acting careers. Like, not everybody who pursues that is successful or on that like famous, I'm gonna make a living off of this level. So I think what's important to tell people about pursuing YouTube as a means of making money is to tell them that you should start off doing it for fun. It should be something that you enjoy, because if you don't enjoy it, then you're gonna have a hard time even having fun with it yourself, and then you're gonna have a hard time like getting an audience, because people can tell when you're just doing things for money and when you're really genuinely enjoying yourself. Another thing too that I'd like to add is, obviously, like I said, there's no guarantees in this. Anything you do, really. I mean, you don't go to college even to get a degree and then you're guaranteed a job, you know. It's still a struggle. There's still a little bit of luck and networking that you have to do. So if you are gonna start YouTube instead of college, I would make sure that you're already really successful, or at least starting to get some traction at doing that, other than, you know, like, it wouldn't really make sense to be like, I'm not going to college, I'm gonna be big on YouTube, and if you have like 50 subscribers, it's gonna be, I mean, it's just not, I don't know, it's not a way that you can work with that. So to answer your question, that's my advice. I would advise you to do it for fun if you really like it, and if it turns into something more, awesome. If it doesn't, then at least you tried and you had fun. Javi Lozana, I'm sorry, I can't read. What's your ad? Wearing Ho, I think, I'm still don't know if I'm saying your name right, but he said, when did you decide that YouTube and gaming was something that you wanted to dedicate your time on? This kind of goes hand in hand with the last question. I decided almost right away that this was something that I wanted to dedicate my time on. When I started YouTube, I had a horrible laptop and absolutely atrocious internet. And when I found myself waiting 8 hours for a 5-minute video to render and then spending 4 hours uploading it, I usually did those things while I was asleep, because I mean, it wasn't even, my computer was not usable during the day when I was doing those things. So I knew that when I was doing that and already dedicating that much, like, I guess, time and effort into doing that, that's when I was like, I really like this. Like, I don't care how long I have to wait. I want to upload this video about this thing. So that was when I realized that I wanted to dedicate time to it. When I realized that it could actually become more than just a hobby, that is when I really was like, okay, I'm gonna put a couple other things in my life on hold for a second, and I'm gonna go full out into this, and we'll see what happens. And here I am. You guys have been on this journey with me, and it's been awesome. So it's really all thanks to you guys. I don't like to like get like corny too much, but you guys really are the reason, obviously, that I'm here doing this. So thank you. Miguel Rodriguez, aka Float Hickory, says, which YouTubers do you currently watch the most consistently? Definitely Philip DeFranco. He's one of my favorite probably people on YouTube. I had the awesome chance to meet him. Actually, I'm wearing the shirt from the event that I met him at. That's so weird. I met him at the Titanfall reveal, and I didn't like get to hang out with him too much, but I got to meet him, and to see somebody who's genuine in their videos and genuine in person, just, I don't know, I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of when people are genuine on YouTube and you kind of latch onto that. I've been watching him. Actually, can you guys see the poster? You guys should be able to see it. So I found out about him because I have that poster. I had no idea. People keep commenting, they kept commenting on my videos, hey, you have Philly D's poster. And I'm like, who is this Philly D guy? And then I went and checked out his videos, and I just became an instant fan. So I enjoy his videos, probably watch him every day. The other channel that I've been really interested in lately is Vice. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Vice documentaries, but they have some pretty awesome profiles and just really interesting documentaries that you don't see like on Netflix or TV. So maybe I'll put their link in the description. It's not like a paid, I don't know, I feel like I can't even shout out things that I like without people thinking that it's paid. I enjoy the Vice channel as well. Connor, have you ever been recognized in public, not including MLG events? And I know that I've sorta answered this question before in a previous Q&A, but yes, it's actually gotten a lot crazier since I've answered, so that's why I'm kind of answering it again. So at MLG events, obviously, you walking up to me is totally not weird because it's kind of implied or expected that that's gonna happen. But I've had a couple incidents where just here, where I live in Minnesota, I've been recognized at the airport. I got recognized at Dairy Queen by a guy who actually ended up going to MLG Anaheim, and we're on the same flight. But then when I came back from Anaheim, I didn't come back with everyone else who went to the event because I stayed a little bit extra in California. So when I was on my way back, I was sat next to this couple that had like a little infant baby, and so I just talked to them, you know. And the guy noticed my Call of Duty Ghost shirt, and he didn't notice me, but he noticed the game. He had no idea who I was. Maybe he just doesn't watch YouTube, but he was explaining how he's a 10th Prestige, and he has a 2 point whatever KD, and I'm just like, oh, that's cool, man. And then behind me, I hear this guy go, Ashley, and I'm like, maybe, there's so many Ashleys, maybe he's not talking to me. And then I heard him go, MiDNiTE, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I turn around and he's like, hey, like he pulled up one of my videos on his phone. He's like, hey, like I know you. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy, because he didn't go to MLG Anaheim at all. He just so happened to be on my same flight, and he was seated right behind me. It was like, it's like one of those small world moments where you're just like, wow, that's insane. So I never really viewed myself as like that big or whatever, so that's actually crazy. It's super surreal, but it's really awesome to meet people, because these are the people that are, you know, you guys are sitting behind your screen watching me sitting behind this screen, and even though there's like all that barrier, to see people in person, it's really awesome to kind of connect with them in that way. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. I have no idea how I make the videos so long when I don't have that many questions. Maybe next time I'll do another rapid fire session like I did the last time I did a Q&A. I kind of like those too. I do like taking time to answer questions because some of them do need in-depth answers. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A video. Make sure to leave a like, hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. It definitely helps me out, helps my channel grow, and lets me know what you guys like. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the videos lately. More vlogs coming soon, another Q&A next week, so leave your questions either down in the comment section, like I said, or on Twitter with Ask MiDNiTE. I'll probably pick a bunch of questions, and maybe I'll do another rapid fire Q&A session because you guys seem to really like that video. So anyways, guys, that's gonna do it. Here's my outro music, here's the outro. Check it out, check out my links, my other videos, and I'll talk to you guys later.